Hello friends, welcome back. This is Sri Chhatrapati Shivaji Mahavidyalay, Srigonda. I welcome you in the online class of SYBSc Electronic Science. We are seeing semester 4, paper first, that is analog circuit design, and we are almost at the end of the second chapter, that is power electronics. The last 2 points, the thermal runaway and heat sink, we want to discuss in this lecture. So let us begin with the point thermal runaway. We know thermal. Thermal means regarding the heat, related to heat. Thermal power station, thermal power generator. So thermal means regarding heat. And this word, runaway. Runaway means what? Actually it is run away. These are two words, run away. That means to run away. Run and away. We can write these two words either continuous or separately. One and the same, meaning remains same. To run away from something. So thermal runaway. Let us come to our subject, power electronics. This was the general meaning of these words. Now in power electronics, we know power transistor handles large current. So the power transistors are get heated. The heat is generated at the junctions. And due to the heat generated in the junction, the temperature of the transistor increases. We know that current through a material depends upon the temperature. We measure the current at room temperature. But if the temperature increases, then automatically the current also increases. Because the current flowing through material depends upon temperature of that material also. So when the temperature of the transistor increases due to heat generated at the junction, the current flowing through that transistor also increases due to increase in temperature. That means more and more current starts flowing through transistor due to increase in temperature, and that increase in the current through transistor again increases the heat at the junction of the transistor. The heat produced further increases the temperature, and increase in temperature increases the current through the transistor. This cycle repeats. The cycle of increasing the temperature and increasing the current repeats, so that if the transistor is not stabilized, the power transistor gets damaged, because there is a limit of handling the current. So when this limit exceeds, the transistor is get damaged. This is called as thermal runaway. So to avoid the thermal runaway and to prevent the transistor from damaging, the power transistors are mounted on the heat sink. The heat sinks are the metals or the metallic plates attached or fitted on the transistor to dissipate the heat. So to find the mathematical equation, let us define the thermal resistance. Thermal resistance of a material. Thermal resistance of material is defined as the ratio of temperature difference across the material to the power flow through the material. The thermal resistance of material is defined as, it is a ratio. Thermal resistance, it is denoted by theta, and it is a ratio of the temperature difference, delta T. The temperature difference across the material, 2 means divided by the power flow through the material. That means theta equals to delta T by P. The unit of theta is degree centigrade per watt. The difference in temperature, that is degree centigrade, and power in watt. Now let us denote the temperature of the collector base junction. The collector base junction temperature is denoted by Tj, and the temperature of surrounding the transistor, the surrounding temperature is called as ambient temperature. The temperature surrounding the transistor is called as ambient temperature, and it is denoted by Ta. Now when there is increase in the temperature of the transistor dissipates the power. So the power dissipation across the transistor takes place when Tj is greater than Ta. If the junction temperature is greater than the ambient temperature, that means transistor starts heating due to excess current, due to large current, then there is Tj greater than Ta. And the difference between the Tj and Ta is directly proportional to the power dissipated by the transistor. If Tj is much greater than Ta, more power will be dissipated. It is directly proportional. So in the equation form, Tj minus Ta directly proportional to Pd, the power dissipated within the transistor. And the proportionality constant is nothing but theta, that is thermal resistance of the material. So we can write Pd equals to Tj minus Ta upon theta, or theta equals to Tj minus Ta upon Pd. So these are the important equations. The power dissipation across the transistor is equal to junction temperature minus ambient temperature divided by the thermal resistance. Or same equation can be written in terms of written for theta. You can write Pd here and theta on this side. Theta equals to Tj minus Ta upon Pd. Means we can calculate the maximum power dissipated or the maximum operating temperature. This. Either this or this, because theta for the material is fixed, the material of which the transistor is made, and the ambient temperature is also known, the room temperature or the temperature at which the experiment has been conducted or transistor has been operated. These two terms are known. If one of the term is known, other term can be calculated. That means we can avoid the thermal runaway by limiting this Tj or by limiting this Pd. Let us now see the point, types of heat sink. We know heat sink is a metallic plate that disperses the heat from the other components, that is transistor. The heat sink is a component. Actually these are in the form of the plates that are fitted on the transistor. So a component that transfers the heat from the other components into the surrounding, into the air. So heat sink is used for cooling of the transistor. Not only transistors, they are also used in the machines for the cooling of the engines. For example, our motorcycles, scooters and car, jeep, all of these engines get heated. So for cooling, the heat sinks are used. Let us discuss the heat sinks used for the power transistors. So the heat sinks are classified into two types. One is the active heat sinks and other is the passive heat sinks. The active heat sinks uses some electronic circuit along with a fan for the fast cooling of the power transistors. So they utilize the electric power for the cooling purpose, and typically they use an electronic circuit along with a fan. Whereas the passive heat sink, these are the mechanical components like metallic sheets used to radiate the heat. The aluminium heat sink. The heat sinks are generally made up of metals, and the aluminium is the most common metal used in the heat sink. Look at these figures. So the aluminium heat sink looks like this. This is also aluminium heat sink. The mechanical shape is designed to increase the surface area in a small space. More surface area used to disperse the heat, to transfer the heat from the transistor to the surrounding. This type of package is TO3 package. This type of package is called as TO3 package. The stamped heat sinks. The stamped heat sinks are made up of metals that are stamped to form a particular shape. The stamp creates the heat sinks whenever the metal is moved through the stamping machine. For example, let us search these stamped heat sinks. So this is a stamped heat sink. All these are the all these are the stamped heat sinks. Bonded fin heat sinks. Fin type heat sink. Bonded fin heat sink looks like this. See, this is a fin type heat sink. FIN, फिन म्हणजे माशाचे कल्ले. मासा, पाण्यात जो मासा असतो त्याचे कल्ले, की ज्याच्यामुळे अधिकची त्वचा त्याला पोहायला सहाय्यभूत ठरते. तशाच प्रकारचे हे कल्ले की जे आपल्याला सरफेस एरिया वाढवायला मदत करतात. There are so many types. For example, a single fin assembly heat sinks. The single fin assembly heat sinks looks like this. Then skewed heat sinks. The skewed heat sinks looks like this. These are the skewed heat sinks. Next type is forged heat sinks. We are forging. The forged heat sinks looks like this. These are the forged heat sinks. And the swagged heat sinks. See, these are the swagged heat sinks. Swagged means, again, this is a shape, especially the shape of the metal, in order to reduce the cross section and increase the surface area. So these shapes are obtained by using tools or die. And lastly, this machining heat sinks. These are manufactured by machining process. So let us see this. See, these are the CNC machining heat sink. So this is a mechanical engineering term. So these heat sinks are look like this. This type of heat sink we see on our motorcycle engine, isn't it? So these are the machining heat sinks. So friends, in this lecture we have seen the points thermal runaway and heat sinks. So with this discussion we have come at the end of this chapter. We have completed chapter number 2, that is power amplifiers. So thank you very much.